Good morning. Welcome to Against the Public for February 19th. We're on to another massive slate of college basketball games on Wednesday. We'll tackle all of those. Looking at about 3 games we'll put on the all-access card. Plus the NBA makes its return when the Lakers host the Charlotte Hornets. Let's check in on our all-access numbers as we head into Wednesday's card. This video is being recorded on Tuesday, so not all the numbers are reflected for Wednesday's results, but you can hit the link below at any time to see our results on Tuesday. Our 30-day total continues to produce insane numbers. 60% winners, good for 3,860 units of profit. That's number one at pickdawgz.com. That number also includes an incredible 86-44 run on overall totals, 3,838 units of profit, 66% winners. Guys, we just continue to dominate books. So if you're not an all-access customer right now, make sure you start tomorrow. We have a very strong card on Wednesday. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. And before we get to your free winner, let's check out what tomorrow's all-access card is shaping up to be. We have a 44-game schedule in college basketball, and I thought we'd start things off with UMass and BCU, but I might go away from that. I'm not quite getting the information I'm looking for, and I was strong on it early. I'm not strong on it now, so I might go away from it. In fact, I probably will. But nonetheless, your card will start, or the college basketball card will start at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Pacific. Now, we know college basketball customers, you're on a 64-40 run, 62% winners, producing 1,772 units of profit, including 59-31 on college basketball sides, 66% winners, 2,389 units of profit. The last 30 days, on fire, 59% winners, 1,449 units of profit, 57% winners over the last 90 days, and 56% winners this entire college basketball season. Of course, as I mentioned, the NBA is back with one game between the Lakers and the Hornets. And just to remind everybody of where we left off the NBA season, only on a 41-22 run, 65% winners, 1,786 units of profit, and 37-11 on NBA totals, 77% winners. Over the last 30 days, NBA customers have enjoyed 63% winners, 1,618 units of profit, behind a record of 47-28, number one at pickdawgz.com. All plays, all records, documented at Pick Dawgz for better or worse. So make sure you check those out. Also, time to turn our attention to Major League Baseball. I have my MLB early bird season pass locked and loaded at Pick Dawgz. Exhibition season starts on Thursday with the Dodgers and the Cubs as they get ready for the season opener in exactly 1 month from today. So we're looking at a 4-game all-access schedule on Wednesday. We're going to build that bankroll, which is very important this time of year because the avalanche of sports is going to happen as we get closer to that NHL trade deadline. Of course, the NBA's second half is really the last quarter of the season. And of course, we're getting close to the college basketball tournament. We're getting close to the college basketball conference tournaments, and it is nonstop until we get that little rest for a couple months before NFL exhibition season starts. So make sure we build our bankroll, and we're going to absolutely dominate in the spring and into the early summer. Of course, we have something for everyone, but I like to push the annual all-access pass more than any other because for just $4.11 a day, you get every play that I release for one low price. Okay, on to our free winner today. We're going to head back to college basketball. Of course, another easy winner last night. We go to rotation number 727-728 with Alabama heading to Missouri to take on the Tigers. Alabama, 1.5-point road favorite, total 171.5. Alabama 21-4 straight up, 14-11 ATS, even across the board, 12-12-1 when it comes to totals. Bama is coming off that disappointing 9-point home loss to number one Auburn as a 2-point favorite. It was their first loss in 7 games overall, and they still are a solid cover team, so nothing to shy away from. In fact, I might run towards them. We're looking at the total in this one, but as far as the sides are concerned, I think Alabama's going to be a strong play for the next 2 or 3 games. They also still have covered 10 of their last 14 games. So I think they're going to brush off that loss to Auburn pretty easy. 8 of their last 13 games have cashed over tickets. Missouri, 19-6 this year, 10-15 ATS, 13-12 to the over. They're coming off a quality win against Georgia as a 2-point favorite. They now have covered 10 of their last 12 games, and 4 of their last 6 have gone over the total. And it's going to be interesting to see how Bama responds, as we kind of alluded to a second ago. It was just their 7th loss in 69 home games under Nate Oates, and their 2nd this season. So it will be interesting to see how they rebound off of such an emotional game, which Auburn always is, even if they're not 1-2 in the country. And it was a really big contrast compared to what they did against Texas. That's why I was very confident in Alabama going into this game. We saw them shoot over 60% against Texas, but against Auburn, just 39%. Even though their free throw shooting was at 74%, but that was very deceptive because they built up that number at the end, and for most of the game did not shoot well from the free throw line. So not a typical Alabama performance. Down low, and I was charting this game. Down low, they were 14 of 30 deep inside the paint, underneath the rim, that area. I always like to chart those numbers to see how a team is dominating against another great team, something I keep in the back of my mind as we go towards the NCAA tournament. So officially, it was 14-30. I thought there was a few more chances than that. That's not the numbers I came up with, but nonetheless, I didn't think they were very good down low, which really it doesn't make any sense at all when you're a team that starts 3 players that are over 6'11". You would think you would dominate down low on most night, but they are an incredible rebounding team. They are an incredible offensive rebounding team, and that is a key attribute when we're betting totals, especially when we're looking at the over. Basically, all this to say that for a team that is one of the best in the country, it is very unlikely that we are going to see a repeat performance against Missouri. It's more like we're going to see the offensive waves from Alabama that we are absolutely used to on a game-by-game basis. The Tigers, well, there was a lot of talk around that program about being the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Now, a lot of things are going to happen. They have a pretty favorable schedule. They have 2 spots where they can really catapult themselves. They have this game against Alabama, and they have a game against Kentucky coming up. And I would think that they would at least have to win one of those games. And a lot of the other teams in the SEC, their schedules are a lot harder than the Tigers at this point. But they do need to at least win one of those games, and then I think they need to win at least 2, maybe 3 games in the SEC tournament. But there's still a path for them to be the number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. I think there were 2, maybe even a 3 seed. But Missouri is a team that's a little bit more methodical on offense. They only average 56 shots per game, but they make up for that methodical offense by being an exceptional free throw shooting team, which is where we're going to grab those points, which is where they're going to do their part to push this game over the total. And they are by far one of the toughest teams in the nation to guard or to play offense against. They're one of the toughest defensive teams in the nation, which really means, let me say that one more time, they are one of the toughest teams to guard in the nation. And The reason we say that is you could just look to their free throw numbers to know that. And they're also very good defensively as well, but much better on the offensive end. And you're going to see this team get to the free throw line a ton, which is going to allow them to do their part to push this game over. So this adds up to a high-scoring game. Your free play is over 171.5. I know that's a massive total, but I can guarantee to you that the tempo with this game will say it's going to be over. Now it's just a matter of Alabama finding that consistency again. They're not going to be what they were against Texas, but I do not think they're going to be what they were against Auburn either. If they're somewhere in that 48 to 50 range, we've got a winner in this one. So we're going to go over the 171.5 as your free play. Go to pickdawgz.com right now, guys. Every individual play, every all-access pass is locked and loaded on the website, including that annual all-access pass that gives you every play I release from now to this time next year for just $4.11 a day. I can't thank you enough for joining me. I also wanted to thank you the other day because we hit a new milestone on the videos. We had the most plays or views that we've ever had on a video. We had the most likes that we've ever had on the video. So thank you so much for taking the time to hit the like button after you viewed the video, and let's just keep this thing going. I mean, we're up to we had almost 3,000 views the other day, so that's a good start, but I think we can double that. I really do. By baseball season, I expect to be doing about 5,000-6,000 views a day. So thank you so much. Hit the like button, hit the retweet button, or whatever you got to do. But I do appreciate everybody's time, and thank you for your nice comments on the YouTube page. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday.